Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibs7 here again, and welcome back to another RuneScape vlog here. And yeah, like I said in my April month ahead discussion video, I did want to make a video about something else today as well, and it's something that was really interesting to me from yesterday, and I just found out about it yesterday, although it has been around since Monday, so I'm fairly convinced it's not actually an April Fool's joke from Jagex, and I mean the mods have said it's not an April Fool's joke, so I mean I don't know how much stock you can actually put in them saying it's not, but I assume it's not, especially considering it's actually been in the game since Monday. So as we all know, and as I made a video on, and this is, by the way, this is just for people who don't know about what I'm talking about and are just unaware of the whole situation. If you already know what I'm referring to, it probably says it in the video title, then you can skip ahead a little bit if you don't want to listen to me explaining it. But anyways, so there, as we all know, on Monday they had the luck rework update, and that came out with 4 new rings into the game, which have all the different tiers of luck attached to them. And it was a pretty good update. I mean, everybody, everyone pretty much understands how it all works now, and it's a lot more clear than it was in the past in terms of like the way luck worked and stuff. So that is good, and definitely happy with it. But something that was also added into the game that wasn't listed in the patch notes, wasn't listed on the main page update notes, wasn't listed anywhere. But there's a new item in the Grand Exchange, and I think I will quickly just go to the Grand Exchange and oh, nice, and I got a hard clue anyways. The luck of the dwarves shines more brightly, and this is the reason why I bought the luck of the dwarves ring, is for what I'm about to talk about. So basically, once I go to the GE, there is a new item in the Grand Exchange that was not discussed in any of the update notes and everything like that. So let me just get the Reddit post up as well. So if we were to go to the Grand Exchange, and it's a really weird name for the item too, like it's really like an interesting sort of thing, and like how it works into the lore of everything. So if you look it up, Hazel, and there it is right there, HAZELMERE'S Signet Ring. This was released into the game on Monday, and I think it was only noticeable like if you found it in the GE. It's called HAZELMERE'S Signet Ring, and the description for the examine text is HAZELMERE'S long lost signet ring. It should prove lucky whilst wearing it and fighting tough monsters. So you read that examine text, and then you read the examine text of the luck of the dwarves, a ring that increases your chance of rare items from extremely dangerous monsters across Gielinor. So those examine texts are like undoubtedly similar. They both talk about like raising your chance of luck, etc. So it's definitely pretty interesting. And as of now, as far as I know, there is nobody who has it in the game, and this on its own wouldn't be really significant in my opinion, because a lot of the time Jagex will actually release items like into the GE, or at least like their names into the game and stuff, before the item actually comes out. However, there is a tweet here from Mod Timbo, who was the main person working on this luck rework, and if you look, he said he confirms in game. Oh Jesus, that was crazy. He confirms that the ring is available in game currently, and that was like 4 days ago or something. He says yes, it is available currently in game, obtainable. And he also says when someone asks if can you confirm is it obtainable through clues or rare drop table, he says I can say you're on the right track. So it's definitely interesting. It could really be any number of things, and me and my friend Alex have sort of been speculating on how you could possibly get it, and what ends up being like how you could actually go about obtaining it. Obviously, Old School has the crack the clue thing that's been going on for a while now, and at first we thought it might be something similar to that, but then once you realize like it's worth something and like you can trade it in the GE, it's not going to be something you can just go and find. You're going to have to actually like do something like luck, and like you're going to have to get lucky to get it. That's just how RuneScape works. Like you get lucky to make some money like bosses or whatever you do. So you definitely aren't just going to be able to go somewhere and pick it up, which is what a lot of people were trying to do initially. Like people were going to where Hazlemere died in While Gothic Sleeps in the middle of the wild and digging near his corpse. They were also just looking around his house, etc., as well as like where he his friend the spirit tree died or whatever. But there is a little Reddit post on the RuneScape Reddit that has been sort of tabulating all the information about it, and I want to sort of go over it and give my opinions on each of the points because I don't know, I kind of like the mystery around it. It's kind of a cool thing that they added in, and it's definitely interesting that they decided not to actually say anything about it. So we do know it is currently obtainable in-game from ModTimbo on Twitter. And it also apparently has something to do with Clue Scrolls and Rare Drop Table. Maybe not directly, or maybe directly, because all he said was that they were on the right track. So that's interesting. It is also only obtainable as a single piece of the... like you can only get the ring as a single piece. You can't get it in parts, apparently. I guess there was no parts like in the RuneScape database or whatever, the item database. So it's just a single thing that you get. Like you get the ring, you don't have to assemble it in any way. And some people think that one has been sold in the GE, but just because the GE updated and someone like lied about it. But the GE actually can update the prices of items despite the fact that none have been traded. That's just a thing that it does. And it was confirmed that the guy who said that he sold one in the GE was lying. So it is it is, as far as I know, nobody has yet to obtain it in game. So that is definitely significant in that fact, because you'd have to assume that if it was just like a rare drop, someone would have gotten it since Monday. I mean, it's been almost a week. And if it was just like a rare drop from something, you'd have to assume that. I mean, I've seen people, my friend Alex has actually seen 2 people in his world over the week get 3rd Age Druidic, because a lot of people are doing Clue Scrolls again, considering the fact that the loot is actually worth something now. He has seen 2 people get 3rd Age Druidic, and so that's an interesting thing, because obviously people are now doing Clue Scrolls. But yeah. That's definitely interesting that the GE updated, but it didn't actually mean that someone has sold it. And yeah, and obviously digging around Hazelemere's island, Hazelemere's death point in the wild, Hazelemere's statues anywhere in the game, or the tree in Yanil seems to yield nothing. So as I said, you're not probably going to just be able to go and dig it up somewhere. That just seems ridiculous. Also, nobody in the game really has talked about it. Like, no NPCs really mention it. As far as I know, no gnomes or anything like that. And Argento, the spirit tree, who used to be Hazelemere's like best friend or something, I think is also dead. But that he has like a place where he died in the game as well. And I think that is also been investigated and seems to tell you nothing about it as well. A lot of people, and this is kind of where I'm leaning towards, a lot of people say that probably the ring, honestly, or the way you get the ring has nothing to do with Hazelmere actually. And like they say on the Reddit, it's similar to like perhaps how Luck of the Dwarves, I mean, really says it really doesn't have anything to do with dwarves. You never even talk to dwarves. You don't have to do anything dwarf related in order to get it, as far as I know. So it just says Luck of the Dwarves just because it's a cool name. So that could be similar to Hazelemere's Signet ring, which is like, they just have Hazlemere, but it seems awfully specific just to pick a random name. Like, they could have just called it like the Gnome Signet ring or like something like that. I don't know, but it seems weird that they specifically called it the Hazlemere Signet ring. I don't know. Definitely will be interesting to figure out if there is any lore behind it when someone does actually figure out how to get it or where it is actually obtainable from. So yeah, that's basically all that is confirmed about it. Like, there's no real information on what it does or how to get it, but we know how not to get it, and that's by like digging around, or like talking to NPCs and stuff. Definitely not going to be able to get it in that way, because that would just be too easy. And the things people are speculating, and I'll go ahead and give my opinion on each of the speculations, is one sec here. I haven't been done this talking in a while, this much talking in a while after making one video and now making another, so throat is getting a little bit scratchy, but I am I'm power through it. I think I need a blue d'hide body, don't I? I don't actually have one. Yeah. Crap. Well, go buy one. So the speculations for people are it is on a super rare subtable in Elite Clue Scrolls, and people say like this is based off the tweet that Demod Timbo made saying they're on the right track, and I mean, I feel like that definitely sounds like the most likely in terms of like, because it's pretty obvious, but again, I feel like people would have maybe gotten it by now, but maybe not. I mean, you have to think like, I feel like Third Age is obviously very rare, but people have gotten a few pieces of Third Age at least since the update came out. And people have obviously been doing clue scrolls because it is definitely not so bad anymore for like making decent money. And yeah, so it's kind of like, I kind of feel like if it was on clues, someone would have gotten it by now. Seems a little bit like unlikely that it's been almost a week and nobody's actually even gotten it from a clue scroll, but I mean, if it's rarer than Third Age, that's definitely possible. There's no way of knowing how rare it actually would be from the clue scrolls themselves, but I'm definitely going to be doing clue scrolls, and this is basically the whole reason I bought the Luck of the Dwarves ring. There's also some speculation that it could be dropped by Guthix Wizards during Elite Clue Scrolls on a super rare drop, but I really don't think that's the way to get it, honestly. In my opinion, that doesn't really make much sense. So yeah, that's not a good theory in my opinion. I don't know where that came from. Like, Guthix Wizards really doesn't make much sense to be getting it from them. And the third bullet on the speculations is it requires the Luck of the Dwarves ring to obtain, similarly to the Ring of Wealth requirement for Vecna Skull, which is now you also require the Luck of the Dwarves to get the Vecna Skull. I think that is highly likely, and that is the whole reason that I bought the Luck of the Dwarves ring, pretty much, was to, I'm not going to miss out on the chance to get it if it is in fact obtainable via, clue scrolls or something like that. So, I definitely think that you need the Luck of the Dwarves ring equipped in order to get it. I would be surprised if you didn't, because I mean, like I was saying, the number of people that are in game and that are like doing treasure trails as well as like killing bosses and stuff like that is a lot, obviously. So it's very, very unlikely that if everybody just killing whatever, like if it was on the rare drop table, say, anybody that's just killing whatever could eventually, could just get it. I find it highly unlikely that nobody has gotten it yet. So the fact that you would require Luck of the Dwarves for it makes it a little bit more likely that maybe somebody hasn't gotten it yet, because obviously not everyone in the game that's fighting monsters and doing PVM and clue scrolls and stuff is going to have the Luck of the Dwarves ring equipped while doing so, because it's like a 30 mil ring, and some people don't even care, like they don't think it's a huge bonus, or they just don't want to waste that much money on it, or they can't afford it, whatever. So I really, really think that you definitely need to be wearing Luck of the Dwarves in order to get it in whatever way you do end up being able to get it. So that is my opinion on that point. And the final speculation in the speculations on this Reddit post is it is a possible rare reward from Gnome Restaurant, and I think that is the stupidest. That's like the stupidest speculation on this list. I do not think at all, like even remotely, that it is a reward from Gnome Restaurant. Like that would be so stupid. It would literally make like no sense. If the speculations are correct that it is in fact a tier 5 luck ring with better chances of getting rare drop table and better loot than Luck of the Dwarves, I really don't think they're going to put it in Gnome Restaurant, and if they did, that would be like really, really lame of a way to get it. So yeah, definitely disagree with that. Some like there's almost no evidence backing that up besides the fact that, you know, it's called HAZELMERE'S ring and HAZELMERE was a gnome. So yeah, don't like that theory at all. I honestly, in my opinion, the most likely theory is that you have to be wearing the Luck of the Dwarves ring first off, and second off, it is on the Elite Clue Scroll super rare table somewhere. But there's no way of really knowing that, and I still, you know, I feel like a lot of the people that are doing elites at this time would have the Luck of the Dwarves ring on, but you know, there's really no way of knowing if they do or not. So I just feel like if it is on the Elite Clue table, then it's probably rarer than Third Age at this point, considering nobody's actually gotten it yet. It would make sense to assume that it is probably rarer than Third Age if it is in fact on the Elite Clue drop table, because who really knows. But yeah, I really like this sort of mystery behind this item, and I'm really looking forward to the way that you end up actually getting it. I don't really know. I mean, it could be anything really. It could be any number of ways. Some secret new boss fight somewhere that you have to like somehow figure out how to get to. That would be really cool. Yeah, that is all on that post. Although I missed, there was one other thing in the there was one other thing in a different post that I was looking at the other day that I would like to find. It was basically talking about how to end up getting the drop, because people have been getting these weird drops. Apparently I haven't seen any like that are like completely legit. Like I haven't seen a video. Once I see a video of someone getting this weird drop, then it will definitely, you know, convince me, obviously, but the pictures aren't exactly the most convincing thing. Let me just quickly try and find the other Reddit post that I was looking at, because it had something else about it. The updates. Here we go. Yes, this one was 2 days ago, so it's a little bit more recent. Let's see. It says, oh, this one has, it's only a matter of time until we find it. That's interesting. That one has that under what we know. So I guess it says see last Tuesday's developer stream. So I guess it's only a matter of time before we find it. Definitely interesting. And yeah, as I said, everyone suspects that it is a tier 5 luck ring. Although it's not confirmed at all, but you know, it could be, but there's definitely going to be, in my opinion, there's definitely going to be some special condition in order to get it, like besides just having Luck of the Dwarves equipped or something like that. I think there's also going to, if it's not, you know, it could either be Luck of the Dwarves on its own, or it could be Luck of the Dwarves as well as something else, or it could have nothing to do with Luck of the Dwarves and be some other way entirely. But I'm assuming there's got to be some way you have to influence your ability to even be able to get the table, but maybe not. It could even have its own table within the rare drop table, as they say here. And a lot of people suspect this, which is a really weird thing, but I don't really. It's kind of like where the hell am I going? I'm supposed to be going to the lighthouse. It's kind of like a bunch of pictures have been surfacing about it, but I haven't seen any videos, and I think these pictures could be faked because of the way the rune metrics system works, although I don't know 100% how rune metrics works, but I think you can fake things by dropping stuff on the floor and picking it up, but maybe not. So a bunch of the leading theories in here. Let me look at the Some people think it's a rare on-task drop from Slayer monsters in the wild, possibly only obtainable while wearing the Luck of the Dwarves. Could be, I guess, because he did die in the wild, but I don't think it really would be. Just seems kind of weird to have it restricted to the wild and stuff like that. Definitely not gnome restaurants. And let me see. So this is the main speculation behind things, and I'm not 100% sure if it's actually like legit or not, but you can decide that for yourself. I'm definitely skeptical on it, but people think that if you are doing your Slayer task, or you're doing your whatever, and you end up getting the Luck of the you end up getting the HAZELMERE'S Signet like table on the rare drop table, you end up getting what is known as a blurberry special, and that's one of the drinks from, I think it's from the gnome restaurant minigame. I know you can get it at the gnome place. It's like just like one of the weird drinks that the gnomes have in the Grand Tree. So there is a bunch of people who are claiming that they got a blurberry special while doing Slayer task, and some people say they had Luck of the Dwarves. Some people said they haven't gotten they haven't been wearing Luck of the Dwarves. It's really sort of like could be all made up, like people just try to get attention, which I think is quite likely. Actually, is like a lot of these people that are talking about the blurberry special just aren't being legit about it and are like faking their pictures and stuff. But yeah, people are sort of speculating that if you end up getting the table for the HAZELMERE'S Signet ring, either A, it has a chance, the ring is on the table, and then so is the blurberry special, so you have a chance of getting either one of them. And if you get the blurberry special, it's just like sucks for you. But I don't know. I'm having trouble sort of making an opinion on this. I mean, people obviously, here's the picture that was posted. You can see I don't really know how the rune metrics work, so it's hard for me to sort of form an opinion on it, and I accidentally expanded it. But if you look, I mean, it says Abyssal Demon at the top, so I don't know what that means, really. I don't know how you get this table, but you can see right here, blurberry special, 1 quantity, and then the value and stuff like that. So it's definitely a possibility that that is the case, or maybe the blurberry specials as a drop is sort of like a hint as to you're in the wrong place, but you're close. You're killing the wrong thing, something like that. I don't know. It's definitely the only real thing that has sort of pointed us in any direction. Like, it's nothing else in game has even changed at all besides that. So definitely interested. I'm opening this hard clue, by the way. Let's see what I get. Oh shit, that's actually nice. That's probably like over $1 mil. Because right now, clue scroll unique rewards are like 500k each. So, oh, Luck of the Dwarves shines more brightly for me. Pretty nice, actually. Yeah, that's actually a good drop, or a good clue. So I'm gonna go sell those, see if they sell for decent. But yeah, like I was saying about the whole thing, the blurberry special seems, I don't know, seems like it would point towards something, perhaps, but it also could just be like a troll drop that you can also get instead of the ring. I don't know. It's definitely like a lot of speculation involved at this point, but I'm really, really interested to see what ends up coming of this, because I feel like it could be really, really worth a lot when the first person gets it. Like, it could be over. It's probably like you could probably sell the first one if you're the only one to have it for a while, like for over max cash. So definitely going to be sticking with this, and I will probably make more videos on it as more information comes out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I would love to hear about it. I'd like to discuss, possibilities with anyone who was interested, and yeah, just let me know, and I will definitely look forward to discussing things with you. Just a really cool sort of little treasure hunt type deal they've added into the game. In my opinion, the most likely scenario at this point is either it's just a really, really rare reward on its own from elites, or you need the Luck of the Dwarves and it's from an elite, or you need the Luck of the Dwarves plus, oh look, see, the Armadillo might just sold for 500k, so look at that. and the other one will sell eventually as well. So that's definitely like 1 mil clue, pretty sweet. But yeah, or if it's not Luck of the Dwarves, you need like Luck of the Dwarves and something else while you're doing your elite, or you just need to do something entirely different from Luck of the Dwarves while doing elite. I think it's definitely tied to elite clue scrolls, although I could be entirely incorrect. Maybe it has something to do with the rare drop table and these blurberry specials and stuff. Maybe you need to drink a blurberry special right when you open your elite clue, and that's why they're dropping from random monsters sometimes. Who the hell knows? I'd really like to see myself get a blurberry special, honestly, with my Luck of the Dwarves equipped, because that would convince me that it's definitely not going to be a drop from monsters, and the blurberry special is just to point you somewhere else. We'll have to wait and see. Again, I really would like to discuss this with anyone who is interested in the comments. I think it's a really interesting topic, and I'm looking forward to seeing what turns out. So yeah, see you guys in the next video, and peace.